Hey guys, here's where I'm going to be converting this Predator 212 wood chipper I got from Harbor Freight over to electric start. I figured this thing's sitting outside. I have no place to store it at. So let's get started on getting it all taken apart. And I'm using, since it's everything, this is Harbor Freight, I'm using Bauer and everything. I'm gonna make sure I got that. Yep. First we got to take this off. Okay. So we're getting the air box itself taken off. And that's not good. That hose is split, which I didn't know. And I'm using a Harbor Freight 5-gallon bucket to store everything on. So, okay, I know fuel is off, everything, so that means that hose, that's a breather hose. I did not know that was split. So, okay, so now we got that. Let's get this cover off. And sorry for any noise that's outside. Because I don't know who all's wanting to be outside doing yard work right now. That's a third one's right there. Alright. So I got the pull cover off, which we'll be reusing it. Now to get this other cover off, whoop, and drop that one. Let's see, got one right there. That one's got to stay. That one's on there. Let's see about getting a little bit more powerful, I guess. That one came off. Not a problem. So we got one more. Let me get this one out of the way. Be able to reach in there. That one, come on. My fat fingers in there. And we're going to turn this one up. There we go. Turned it up to 3. Let's see, that should be all of them. Yep, okay, now I just gotta get my wiring disconnected here. My oil switch and all this other good stuff over here. And the shut-off switch. Okay, so that goes in there. There's that one. Trying to do this, especially with one hand that doesn't want to work. Come on. There we go. So that cover there is not going to be used anymore. So, okay, now I get, I think that's a 19 millimeter. So, yeah, there's definitely, I need to take the coil itself off. That's going to get recalibrated. So the coil's out of the way. The spark plug. Yep. So let me go get, I think that's a 19 millimeter. Let me go get that one. And I think that's it. I'm not sure what else. So, alright, let me go get a 19 millimeter and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Well, I've got a 19 millimeter in Pittsburgh chrome, but I decided to go in and get the impact. And unfortunately, I don't have a 3/8 Bauer. I haven't got that yet. So I had to use my cobalt. Let's get that off of there. Alright, that's easy. Get that off of there. Now, all the tricks I've seen, you put the nut back on, and you're going to find a place to pry on. Pry against the flywheel. And that's not working yet. That one's on there. And I can't turn that with the hand the way it is. Let's see what I can do. I've seen other. Alright, give me a minute so I can try and figure out how to get this thing off of here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got it off. Had to go get my bigger pry bar and had to get this side cover here off. Or the, I guess the heat shield, whatever we'll call it. Which that's actually going to get replaced. So now let's get the charging coil put on. You've got a couple of different options. I've seen some people mount them up here, and I've seen them mount them here. I think that is actually going to be the better place to do it. Now it does have little tabs or sleeves, whatever you want to call them, that help mount up. Yeah, I like that look. Actually, I don't like the way it looks that way. Actually, I think I am gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna get it mounted up here. That way the wire's closer to be able to route out. So, let's get our hardware kit and find the 2 bolts that hold that in there. And like I said, this is all, I like this little kit. It comes with the keys, so we'll put them up there. Now, figuring it's going to have to be these 2 longer bolts. We're going to go through that. I don't know if it's going to be that one. Should be that one and that one. Let's get those tightened up. Alright, so I believe we got that. And I'm trying to go off of memory as far as watching the video I saw on how to get this all mounted. Yeah, that's going to be the fun part. Okay. So no, that's not correct there. That one's not, no. Alright. Y'all bear with me as first time trying to get this done. Trying to remember if I got to put the flywheel on next or what. And I got a yellow jacket wanting to fly around me right now. Alright, let me go watch the video again. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, well I wound up running into a slight problem. Well, rewatching that video, which there's several out there on YouTube, not just going to be mine. But here's a problem I've run into. Trying to put this electric start on here. Spider web right there. Got these little dowels, pins, whatever you want to call them, locators. Go in here and then up in here. I've already got the charging coil. I went to go grab the starter, and the problem I'm running into is the chute and everything for putting the tree branches themselves in won't allow the starter to go all the way back. And I can't slide the motor forward any because it's got to go in. So let me figure out, I don't know if I can't relocate this right here, because that's where all the big tree branches go in. So yeah, I mean that's now unless I take it off and eliminate it, I'd have to find some kind of a plate or whatever I can put back on there to cover that up, which I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So give me a little bit of chance to figure this out and I'll let you know. So stay tuned. Alright guys, what I'm going to have to do, I got that chute and everything off there. I've got the starter mounted. You have to use the longer bolt for the top bolt. The top one has to be the longer one and the shorter bolt is on the bottom. So now I'm just trying to see about getting some of my wiring run through. This charging coil here. Okay, I got that ran down. There's a low switch there. Now I've got the two plates, which I know I got them here. Where did I set that one down at? I got it set down. Oh, it's right here. And okay, I just got to figure out how to get this mounted. Okay, that does not go there unless it goes. Okay, that's how it's going to have to go. It's going to have to go in that lower. It's going to get used on that one. Have to kind of leave that a little loose because I got to use that hole there for that. And then this other little one, I don't remember exactly how that gets mounted. Get that, cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, so that's back on. Okay, so we got the charging coil on, got the starter on there, got the inner heat shield, and flywheel time. Now one thing in the instructions, it does say make sure that everything is lined up. So I got my, pick it up here. I got the keyway slot pointing up here to the magnet. So I've got keyway pointing up to the magnet. Let's get the flywheel, the new flywheel put on. Okay, that's on there. I'm going to put this on. Gotta figure out how it came off of there. Yeah. Y'all bear with me. I'm doing it out here in the sun and it is hot. It was all get out right now. Yeah, it is hot out here right now. Alright, and there's that. We'll get the cup put on there. Trying to clean out some of this debris from that. Okay, there's that. See about getting this big old nut put back on. That's on there tight. Okay. Now, I gotta reset the coils. That means I need to get a, oof, that's hot out. Then there's 2 bolts. There's one there. No. Alright guys, just want to give you an update as far as on the Predator wood chipper. Unfortunately, I've got another problem, and so I'm going to have to dismantle the inside. It's not dealing with the engine. I've got something dealing with the wood chipper part itself, and unfortunately I don't have any metric Allen sockets and everything to be able to take the bolts and everything out. And since Crystal's on her way to Oklahoma, she's actually up there right now. I don't have the car. I don't have a way of getting anywhere to go get the stuff. So I had to order some from Amazon. So I've got that coming in tomorrow. So unfortunately, I'm at a standstill until I can get everything disassembled to find out where it's getting locked up at. I know it's not in the engine because I have been able to pull the engine itself over. So I've got something dealing with the wood chipper part itself. I got to be able to take that all apart just to find out where the problem is. So anyways, there you go. I'll get the tool and everything in tomorrow so I can get all that rest taken apart, and I'll get the cover and everything also made so I can be able, I've got the starter on. So I'll do some more tomorrow. It's hot out there. Leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. It really helped out the algorithm. And don't forget to share this out. Give me a thumbs up. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. So won't be that much longer. Once that's done, we'll be doing the 1,000 sub giveaway. Y'all stay safe. God bless.